Upland and Decentraland are bringing the Brazilian Carnival to the Metaverse kind of together, hand in hand. Like there was a bit of debate. I think it might have been in the UDU channel. I think it was Umbrella Boy mentioned, yeah, but what does this actually mean? How are they collaborating? I think I said, it's not, I don't think there's any specific collaboration, but even if it's just Upland and Decentraland talking together on the back end to make sure they're not, doing events on the same time, or, as long as there's some sort of collaboration going on there, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of yada, yada, yada in this one, but yeah, it kind of, this article outlines, what it is, what Upland is, what Decentraland is, what Carnival is. But this is probably the most important part here is what is in it for the Metaverse visitors.
Yeah.
So the Brazilian Carnival Metaverse presentations will include shows taking place in the famous Salvador Street Carnival, schools and parties across Brazil. Upland will also present shows from the country's most prominent samba school. Now, both C. Prada and Musita schooled us on how to say this. I always say
Mangueira.
Mangueira. That's it. I always say
Mangueira.
Mangueira. Mangueira, yes.
Mangueira.
Apologies. Yeah, so this is interesting. During the presentation, visitors will have the opportunity to purchase Carnival costumes. In addition, they will be able to partake in an immersive experience at the Upland map location of the Palace of Samba, a Mangueira neighborhood in Rio de Janeiro. So we know that's already good to go. You can visit that place now. So that appears to be that's going to turn into a store. Well, what do you think it means there by purchase costumes? Is this for our 3D avatars? Is this for what?
That would be cool. I'd love to
Yeah, I
see
think
this,
so. Yeah,
right?
there was a video. I remember. Well, I know they took. I don't know if it's up, but there was a video about them showing those avatars from Ready Player Me.
Awesome.
In the costumes. Yeah, but they took it private. Yeah.
I'd love to see Ben in like a bikini with a headpiece, like doing a little samba dance.
I'll do it. I dress
I
up
know you
as
would. I know
a
you
freak for work all the time. So the freakier I get, the more the kids love it. So it doesn't worry me. But yeah, that's cool. Like we have said, the Ready Play Me avatars, they're nice, but I know I've seen about 15 to 20 other people that are wearing the exact same shirt in their avatar as I am. As for any sort of customization to come through, I think that's going to be great. It will be very interesting to see what the prices are going to be. We saw with the recent Carnival, the Block Explorer and not Outdoor Decor, what do they call them? Structure ornaments packs. They got the eyebrows raised at the prices, between, what was it, 30 and 50,000 UPEX or something. So it'll be very interesting to see what the prices are. And it will be very interesting to see what the background mechanics of that are. Is this something that's going to be locked within Upland? We know that NFTs at the moment, wax-based NFTs, can be brought into Upland, but once they're there, they're locked.
I heard something. I don't know who is saying it. I think it was Elijah. Where you're gonna have, if you have spatial and you have something that it connects to Upland, you're gonna have an Upland spatial, a special Upland spatial kind of link where you could bring your Upland avatar in with the outfits and everything, and it can go across platform.
Interesting.
That'd be cool.
These costumes, they may not be wax based. They may be Ethereum, or who knows, Flow, Polygon, who knows. What else did they have on the? They had a few different blockchains on the roadmap, didn't they? I think it might have been Flow. Flow might have been the other one. Do you remember that, Slave? That Upland was working on?
Not really, but those we can move them around any game. Yeah. It's just a question how you later on move those, those assets with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Like if this is something that's stuck within Upland for a while, or whether it's going to be something that we purchase outside of Upland and bring in, whether it be through that spatial mechanic or the Ready Player Me mechanics.
I've seen this Ready Player Me like working with this Tommy Hilfiger, yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Hilfiger, yep.
So they have some brands over there, yeah. There's some branding going, yeah. So possibly, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the articles we're going to touch on today is along that lines as well. So yeah, it's going to be very cool. It says here there'll be
Cool.
live broadcasts as well. So that's going to be cool how they're going to play all that. Now, have you played around in Decentraland much, Slav?
No, never, no.
Cheese, you've done a little bit in there, haven't you? Bits and pieces.
I went in, and then I had all these people in my ear
That's right, yeah.
talking, and I was like so annoyed. So I walked away from them. I went to the bar, and I was able to order a fake beer. And then I left the bar area, and I just kept walking and walking and walking, and it just felt like everything was samey.
Mm. Yeah, I've jumped in and out of Decentraland when we've covered articles about specific things, and people have been doing a campaign within Decentraland, so I visit their little property. It's very much, I'd liken it very much to that kind of spatial experience where you can create a little room and put little what do you call it? Interactability. That's not even a word, but we'll run with it. Options
I
in
like
there.
it.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out with something so massive as Carnival. So yeah,
Yeah, that's the question, you can't have like things, like on all over different platforms. Yeah, so I would expect them to bring it as a kind of game. I said the same way, pay with Apex, yeah, or USD, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they mentioned live shows. Like, is that going to be live avatar shows, like those Justin Bieber kind of things, or you have the rappers do their little concerts, or is this going to be like an Elijah video live stream video thing where we're watching something in the theater? Or it's
Well, how cool would that be? Like to be in the same room with, like, let's say, for example, Dog's avatar, and he's there talking to everybody like through his avatar.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Yes,
That's so cool.
Going to be interesting. Yeah. So there's not a lot of details in there, but again, I think the main takeaway, at least for me, is just that Decentraland is one of the most out there public metaverses that's around, and we know that Upland has pretty much flown under the radar as far as mainstream press. So I'm hoping a little bit of that shine starts to rub off.